Uka Uka is free. No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
None have dared to fail the brave Uka Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice.
Great Uka Uka, it was that infernal Bandicoot.
From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience! There is now no other power source left on this planet.
I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks.
And failed! But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needing to enslave this miserable planet. And this time the great Uka Uka will make sure that you do it right!
After many eons, my evil twin, Uka Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Uka Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do so. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
I do think what we said will come true.
Well, it all seemed like we had everything under control. I mean, we managed to find out the truth about Cortex and the use of crystals. We managed to stop him from his plan, and we destroyed was it Cortex Vortex?
Yeah, Cortex Vortex.
And then, just as a laugh, didn't we say about it crashing and awakening
an evil spirit?
And it seems that that's actually what happened.
Yeah. And we also survived being sucked out into space.
Yes, that was wonderful. And I guess it's all over again where we have to get crystals and gems. And maybe there'll be an edition where there's like certain things, like something like a time trial that could get something like a relic. But that's just a figure of speech.
Okay then. Well, welcome to Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped!
Yes, as the intro says, it does put a lot of emphasis on warped. Now, just to familiarise myself, I think the controls are virtually the same.
There should be. Ish.
Yeah, they all seem about the same. And I would love to say that there's a way in which you can just jump over here and complete the game straight away, but I'm pretty sure I would have seen the speedrunners do that if it was possible.
Yeah.
Well, there's you don't really get that. Now, before we enter any levels, we should do introductions, starting with the person who owns the channel.
Hello, it is me, SkullKid91, aka Mr. KB63, aka Ross. As usual, I'll be doing the even number numbers.
Well, when you say as usual, it's only once we've done it like that, and that was in Crash Bandicoot 2, where yes, you did the even number levels and I did the odd, and it will be the same. And obviously I'm Green Apple 968, aka Jesse, and I am less confident with this game than you are. So rather than start with level 1, can you remember? With these 5 levels, can you remember if there's one that has something like a coloured gem and therefore should be prioritised first?
Well, it says so. When you stole it, it says so. Look, on the side, that doesn't have one. This is that's number one. I also know. Oh, you got that one, huh? I'm not sure if you can do that one straight away. I don't think any of the coloured gems are in the next area.
In which case, I suppose we'll just do it in number order. For these 5, I'm not saying we always will, but for these 5, which, well, first is number 1, but is number 1 an odd number or an even number?
It's odd, I can't think of anything.
No matter how hard even if I think really hard, should we just,
Go in.
Should we just, for argument's sake, say that 1 is odd, and then 2 is even, and 3 is odd, and 4 is even, it just goes like that? Should we just go?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty embarrassing if we got it wrong. But... okay, so, me, Green Apple with Toad Village.
Right, it'll be full of toads.
Oh, there's all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah, I can see, but alright.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask helping me, too. We will find
out. And it has the same voice as me. Oh, how ironic.
I am once again, due to lack of headsets, I can't hear the audio, the video audio, though Ross can. So depend on him for stuff relating to audio, because I don't have audio.
As usual.
42 boxes.
Nice improvement. I love it. And also, these don't take 10 anymore, they take 5.
That's an improvement as well.
Well, it's a bit of improvement. You're like 1, 2.
Well, I just break them anyway.
4. Especially when they're over bottomless pits.
Yeah, that's kind of not so straightforward.
Yeah. So the first game was straight up forest, was straight up like jungle settings. Second one, what would you say? What would you say?
What were we talking about?
The themes of each game. So the first one was mostly jungle settings, and the second one was, well, jungle, ice.
Well, with this one, I'd say
time travel.
With this one, it's kind of like it's much further into like the future. It seems to have a lot more sci-fi feeling to it.
Well, yeah. This one pretty much has time travel in it. We go to medieval, the dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, there's some levels that are like Agrabah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people and their swords and everything.
Yeah, and people who spit fire out through their mouths.
Yeah, I guess this one, yeah, time travel. Some things that seem like really sci-fi, fantasy, future sort of thing, and some that seem like the very distant past.
There's a plus about this one. There's not a single ice level.
But here's a downside, many downsides.
What?
There's water levels, and there's levels where you play as Crashes and
who, for some odd reason, can't speak.
Well, I'm not complaining there.
For some odd reason, she's lost her voice.
Well, other bright sides, like with Crash 2, it doesn't matter if you die, you're not going to miss out on the boxes, though there are still death paths and
there are going to be
coloured gem paths.
Oh, by the way, speaking of water levels,
is that one? Well, I'm happy that you've got it.
Dude. We've already seen that in Crash 2, so let's go. Under Pressure. Oh jeez, I would have had to a song. I can't think of it. Right.
I don't actually know who sung it, but I can picture it in my mind, and yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it was Queen.
Yeah, so it's the story, right? Yeah, it's a nice introduction of water levels. There are some people who do not like these levels. These can get annoying, especially when we get to a certain vehicle, which we'll get to. Which we'll get to eventually.
But Crash 2 and Crash 3 are my 2 favourites. It's hard for me to pick a favourite. I think Crash 2 possibly takes the edge very faintly. But I do admire Crash 3. I think it's more innovative than Crash 2. I think it requires you to think outside the box more than Crash 2 does. And I also think the difficulty is about right. Oh, sorry. I didn't think outside the box.
Why do you keep making puns by accident?
Yeah, I do. I think the difficulty is about right. Crash 1 is hard for the wrong reasons. Crash 2, I think, is a bit too easy.
Especially the boss fights.
And Crash 3, I think, is challenging again, but in ways it's challenging in like an enjoyable.
Yeah. There is one thing that also added, but we're going to explain it now, and we're going to explain it when we actually get to it.
Probably when you get to it.
So that won't be. So let me guess. A whiles away.
But yeah, here we're accompanied by, let's just call him Fred the fish.
How's this a fish?
Because it looks like one. But let me guess, is it some sort of submarine?
Submarine, technically. Well, it's gone now.
What's it meant to be?
I know what. It's not a fish or any sort of source. If it's some sort of fish that can shoot torpedoes out of its mouth, then we're probably screwed.
Maybe it's a submarine then.
Well, submarines. Oh!
Idea not to go straight into the bottom.
Sorry.
But mines, where they are. Well, it does look a bit like a fish. So we could call it Fred the fish, or we could call it Sam the submarine.
Yellow, right? Like Rapid Cortex. You never played Rapid Cortex.
Tomb Raider 2 has a yellow submarine.
like, every time you see a yellow submarine, you know there's like they're referencing that.
Try and get the.
Now there's the part where we're gonna get utterly confused with the mask, because sometimes
maybe you should have broke that one. Maybe you're missing a box. Maybe it's hidden in there.
Thank you. I thought I was panicking there for a second there. If I went any further, I will not have gotten it.
But if it's neither a fish nor a submarine, just call it Felix the Thing.
Well, like I said before, this is when they start introducing Uka, but sometimes, just by pure accident, I accidentally call Aku Uka.
I meant that.
Right, level 3 is probably one of my favourite levels, especially one of my favourite levels. What do you want to swap?
And what's 5?
What's the one? Do you want number 4?
I've done this game 100%.
100%?
Well, I know about the hidden bits. I have done this game 100% before, so I should go do it again, right?
Yeah, what about what the? Oh yeah, Coco's playable.
Now,
but not as you think. She's mostly there for the, right.
Well, every level, aren't you on some sort of vehicle stroke creature?
Yeah. And then...
and is it X to jump and square to speed up?
Yeah.
Okay, I may miss quite a lot.
Don't bother speed up though.
But it might be necessary to get certain boxes.
No, what's
the tiger called? Puma. Actually, I'm talking about the boss, Tiny. I'm joking. Puma.
Yeah. Name is Puma. I like Puma. No, seriously, no. The only reasons why you need that boost is to so you can get through certain things.
Well, actually, why don't we mention it? Because I assume you're talking
time trials.
Yes, once you complete a level, then you have the time trial where you enter it by just like activating like a clock. Oh, Mr. Box, I need to die.
Okay, there's a pit right to the left. Oh yeah.
Yeah, time trial. You activate like a clock sort. Yeah, then you enter the time trial. Get to the end as quickly as possible. So there's certain boxes that can like save time. Oh, you missed. There's certain boxes that can save time if you like break them.
Yeah.
And you just need to get do it fast enough to get a relic, and if you do it really quickly, you get like a better.
Now the thing is though, how we go to how we get because we have, in order to do this, we need to get them to be at least gold.
Well, personally, I think Personally, well, every time you beat a boss, you get an upgrade, and one of the upgrades is the ability to run faster. And I think that before we do any time trials, we should get that ability.
Okay, even though I can do this one right now.
I like to prioritize crystals and gems, and then worry about relics at a later point.
Fair enough. Miss it. Skip it. But well, for me, I can do this level first time very easily. And this is one of the few ones I've actually got a platinum relic for.
Well, because the whole run faster thing, the upgrade doesn't apply to these ones, because you can do everything now. The upgrades I don't think have any difference.
Yeah. She runs incredibly slow. By the way, guess what? She still has a laptop with her. Does she have the battery yet?
I don't know, does she?
Wow, we're only like 60 minutes in and we've already done 3 levels of level 4. Now, I'm just not sure if this is the one where we can't do...
I think it's similar to the Toad one.
No, I'm not sure.
Oh, no,
I'm not sure. I think this is one of these ones that we can't get all the gem boxes in.
Yeah, it's possibly... Is it a red gem, maybe? Or maybe a yellow, I don't know.
Hello, guys! I'm back!
Crystals and bring them to big Colosseum in
Oh.
Rome.
Last time did you beat me up? That was a pink giving back, yes.
Crushed.
Sorry, I had to do that.
And personally, I would say this is, out of the games I've played, I'd say in this one, this is the one where Cortex is most threatening. And pretty much with all the bosses, I would say this is the one where they're most threatening.
No, I'm not sure I should go really forward. I think I'm near 50 or something.
Is it the Return of the Boulders?
No.
Ah.
Why is this dinosaur chasing me?
Well, maybe he's possibly chasing what we're chasing.
I did nothing to this dinosaur.
Maybe he's chasing what we're chasing, and actually what we're chasing might actually be chasing the dinosaur, and then we're kind of in a whole weird...
Oh!
I think it counts if he...
Wait, what am I doing with boxes? Right.
Doesn't it count if he breaks them?
Yeah.
Triangle and watch him break them, I guess you're fine. Break them, then.
Let me... Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly.
But, like... I'm saying about in this game, this is when like Cortex seemed most threatening. I don't know, but I didn't play the games after, so I don't know how it like turned out.
I'll say this right now. He's most threatening in this game.
Okay.
Unless you want to count Crash the Titans.
Well, if I remember rightly, the villains in the later games are just laughable.
I need a Cortex. Yes, yeah, we can't get it all because you know that. Gem. I don't know what the red gem is. And also this. It's not this level, but one of the levels, which has a very, very annoying secret level. How anyone figured it out? Just how they. I'm not sure how they figured it out. Because you just happen to get that level by just pure accident.
Oh yeah. Well yeah, there's doesn't it go up to 105%?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 like secret levels, and also doesn't Coco randomly give you a gem or something?
Yeah, but you need to get gold type. You need to get the gold relics.
Why don't you jump and bounce? Because you're probably going to need to use it.
Even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get all the boxes, but I want more lives.
Well, there is an alternative gem, but then we don't know if it's from boxes or if it's just from going alternative.
I'm pretty sure it's for boxes.
But
I'm an idiot.
We might as well just try and get as many boxes as we can, just to. Well, just because that makes sense.
Well, yeah, it does. Oh, is this the level we get, you know who?
You know who?
The, you know, the green dinosaur?
I think that might be a later level. Oh, you maybe did the bounce on that one.
You sure?
Well, I said maybe. Yeah, see.
All I'm going to say is right now, I'm a lot better at this game than I am Crash 2.
With me, it's probably the other way round, because there's just some levels that I think can be quite mean. Mostly involving vehicles or creatures.
I don't know which level you're referring to.
Be it a motorbike or some sort of vehicle that you can sort of go along water with.
I'm okay with that.
Or a tiger.
I love those levels.
Or
What's
flying gear, so you have to like destroy blimps and stuff.
what's your opinion on? Oh, got it. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. That's just for the other gem.
Alternative path gem. No boxes.
Shame on me.
And it's just one level left.
Yeah.
And
if we wanted to, we could continue onwards. But I always have a limit of 20 minutes personally.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Get the controller. Are we gonna save like we always do?
Oh yeah.
Now, that's an annoying thing when you just say, "Oh, sorry," doesn't it? I remember the name.
Right. The name. B.
Right. Right. Look. It's J for Jesse. It's A for and. R for Ross, which abbreviates to jar.
We're gonna keep bringing this back, no matter how much you like. If you don't like, maybe I should rename my channel to Jar. The Jar Commentary. It's very jarring us two, aren't we? So anyway, that'll be it for this part. Join us next time when we get to do the first water ski level with Green Apple 968. See you next time for more Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped!